Considering today's low commodity prices, few farmers can afford to waste chemicals, fertilizer, or even irrigation water. That's why a growing number of producers are adding Ag pHRx from Nano Ag Technologies to the water that goes into tank mixes and irrigation pivots. Ag pHRx is a novel biological-based sustainable solution designed to instantly lower pH and water hardness for long-term stability. Ag pHRx not only blends with most herbicides, insecticides, fungicides, fertilizers, and micronutrients, but it improves the solubility and effectiveness of those products through improved foliar and ground penetration. Justin Brester, who is a grower near Howells, Nebraska, says he's never seen corn emerge out of the ground as quickly as it did last spring after he added Ag pHRx to his in-furrow starter mix at planting time. The corn was out of the ground in about 5 days, Brester recalls. Between the extra oxygen the product adds to the soil and the way it enhances the effectiveness of the fertilizer and micronutrients, we've seen amazing benefits. I also wanted to stay away from adding more salts in the furrow, Brester adds. On the other hand, Ag pHRx separates salt that is already in the soil into the separate sodium and chloride components, making sodium available for the plant to utilize. Fact is, a plant can use up to 30 to 40% salt after it becomes bioavailable. However, Douglas Stengel, president and CEO of Nano Ag Technologies, explains that crops benefit even more from the way Ag pHRx makes well water mimic the chemistry of rainwater. Oxygen gas, which is vital to plant growth, is one of the most important elements collected from falling rainwater, says Stengel. Unfortunately, dissolved oxygen is quickly lost and is even less present in well water than it is in lakes and ponds. Ag pHRx makes well water better balanced than rainwater, he continues. It helps maintain and keep the pH stable until water is absorbed into the soil and taken up by the plants, and that helps increase yields and lowers the cost per acre. Soil pH affects more than soil acidity, though, according to Stengel. It also affects soil conductivity and electrochemical balance. Plants like soybeans, alfalfa, and clovers, he explains, tend to take up more cations or minerals in proportion to anions, depending upon soil pH. This causes H-positive ions, which accumulated as ammonium was converted to nitrates, to be released from plant roots in their efforts to maintain the electrochemical balance within their tissues based on the conductivity of soil. The result is a net soil acidification due to increased conductivity as soil pH fluctuates. Ag pHRx helps reverse the damage caused by high-salt chemical-based fertilizers and improves the balance in subsoil acidity and conductivity. John Troutman, owner of Troutman Agri-Solutions in Marienthal, Kansas, can attest to the effectiveness of Ag pHRx when added to irrigation water. In fact, Ag pHRx is the only thing several of his customers have added to the water applied to alfalfa fields. We've done side-by-side trials with and without Ag pHRx added to the water applied through the pivots, and we found that the alfalfa in the treated plot had bigger, healthier plants with more leaves and produced a higher yield and an increase in relative feed value. By treating that well water, we're releasing the dissolved minerals in the water so they become bioavailable to the plants, Troutman continues. At the same time, we're adding a huge dose of carbon, oxygen, and energy to that water, which gives the plants a real shot in the arm. Troutman says he's also found that soil irrigated with Ag pHRx treated water stays wet a little longer, which translates into fewer rotations of the pivot and a measurable savings in water. Some estimate up to a 30% savings in water alone. In the meantime, Ag pHRx releases the calcium, clay, and zinc that cause compaction, allowing water and plant roots to more easily penetrate the soil, reducing compaction and further conserving water. As an added bonus, Ag pHRx in a tank mix or center pivot supply line removes and dissolves calcium deposits and rust from spray jets and keeps lines and nozzles free from buildups and clogs from fertilizers and chemicals. So what do you have to lose? Talk to your nearest Nano Ag Technologies dealer or log on to nanoagtechnologies.com to learn more and start saving money today.